Welcome to MCSC's Builders Livestream, where we showcase remarkable women in construction who are building better lives for everyone. Now here's your host, Linda Ori.
Welcome to the MCSC's Builders Livestream, where we showcase remarkable women in construction who are building better lives for everyone. I'm your host, Linda Ori. On today's live stream, we're going to meet three women leaders in construction who lead in Manitoba Construction Sector Council's new EmpowHER program. You're also going to hear how the program is doing just that, empowering women in the film, manufacturing, and construction trades. But before we get to our panel discussion about the EmpowHER program, we want to introduce you to another inspiring woman in construction who is no other than Evelyn Sherrard. She is a newly hired tradeswoman in her late 50s, and she's truly rising to the occasion as a metal cladding installer. Here's her story in the MCSC Straight Talk.
Hi, my name is Evelyn Sherrard. I work for CSMS, which is Claude Simard Metal Systems. I'm 57 years old. I'm learning the boom zoom. I loved looking up, because you look all over the city when you're up in the air. If you're not scared of heights, give it a try. I mean, at my age, you're never too old or young to learn. Your brain is always wanting more. Keeps you young, actually. I'm learning myself as I go along because I just started. So lately I've been doing a lot of the insulation, putting the pins and insulation in. We do cladding, the insulation of the vapor barrier, clips, and the pins. The clips hold on for the bars, and the pins hold the insulation in place. And then the bars go on top of the insulation. And slide it in. It's going great. It helps a lot because all the co-workers really help to get you comfortable with doing the job, and any questions that you have, they're always there to help you. I would recommend anybody give it a try. I'm a mom of 4 children. I got 6 grandchildren. I'm still here. I'm learning. At my age, I just started not too long ago, and I've learned so much in just 3 months. And I just can't wait to actually, once the school is finished, to come by and be showing my grandkids and my adult children the job I've done. I'm sure a lot of people didn't think I could make it or wouldn't even be here this long, right? But I love it. Just give it a try. Just see how fun it is. I mean, it's really fun. Never be intimidated. Try your best. It's the best you can do. You'll find out you might really love it. It's different. But you're always outdoors. You're learning new things. It's never ever a dull, boring moment. You'll have your times where you feel like you can't do it. But everybody has that. You just don't give up and you keep going.
Thank you, Evelyn, for sharing your inspirational story that it's never too late to explore a career in construction. Now, let's talk about a new MCSC program that is designed to get more women in careers in construction. So MCSC, along with the film Training Manitoba and Canadian Manufacturers and Exporters, will welcome 45 women in trades from film, manufacturing, and construction sectors as part of a new 12-week internship called EmpowHER, which started in November. The program will focus on increasing career awareness, employability, technical skill development, and built-in retention supports, including mentorship in the workplace. Joining me now are 3 women who are all playing a big role in EmpowHER. They are Namain Awa. She is MCSC's Executive Assistant and Gender Equity Coordinator and works closely with participants and EmpowHER facilitators. We also have Carol Paul. Carol is MCSC's fearless leader an MCSC's Executive Director and Ultimate Champion of EmpowHER. And lastly, we have Samantha Vekas, owner of Vekas Painting, who will be working closely with EmpowHER participants throughout the training to develop their skills. Let's start with Carol. Carol, can you tell us about why the EmpowHER program is so essential?
For sure, Linda. What's quite shocking that in construction, there's only 4% of the workforce is made up of women. So often people can't even believe that's the case, but it's true. In addition, we have such a high number of people retiring that we're going to require 8,700 new entrants over the next 10 years. And the Manitoba provincial government, the new NDP government, is planning to add 10,000 skilled trade workers over the next 8 years. So MCSC plans to address these industry skill gaps by attracting more women to the sector.
Awesome, that's amazing. And what do you hope EmpowHER will accomplish for women in construction and supporting trades?
Well, most importantly, we want women to be empowered, to find their strength, to find their identity and their passion towards their chosen career path. And that's really what the goal of it and where the name came from.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that insight. That's pretty interesting. Now let's go to Samantha. As an employer involved in EmpowHER program, can you tell us what your role is in training the participants?
Essentially, I come when Carol requests me to, and just try to give some insight as to what it's like to be a woman working in the industry already, what they can do to enter that world with a little bit more ease and confidence, and just try to, make them see that they're not alone. Like they're not going to be the lone wolf walking into what I call the man's world kind of thing, because it really is still the man's world, right?
I know.
And we kind of, just like they have the old boys club, well, the girls need to start their girl club. So I guess I'm here trying to help the girls start the girl club so that we can join the boys.
Awesome. That's really cool. And why do you think it's important to have an employer represented in EmpowHER? And what skills do you think are the most important for women coming out of this program?
Why I think it's important for us to get involved is because we are the ones who can identify the need better than anybody else. We're the ones that are working in the situations with either no staff or staff that is not properly trained. It's a struggle right now. It really is a struggle. So the importance of me being involved, I guess, is it helps open the door and make it more comfortable, I guess, for others to join. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, it does. And the second part of the question was, what skills do you think are the most important for women coming out of this program?
The most important skill that they can have is a desire to learn and a desire to succeed. Just as in anything in life, people can be taught just about anything. But drive and that mindset to succeed, you need that. You really need that.
Absolutely. The drive and the passion to succeed.
Yes.
Amazing. Okay, now we're going to go to Nameen. So MCSC is working alongside Film Training Manitoba and Canadian manufacturers and exporters to facilitate EmpowHER. What have you seen so far from the training?
So the collaboration with Film Training Manitoba and Canadian manufacturers and exporters is what makes EmpowHER a unique program. So that was really important, and getting the people engaged in the conversations and asking questions. That was so great to get those centers engaged with us. Going in recruitment, so we shared the recruitment strategies with Canadian manufacturer and exporters and Film Training Manitoba. We shared different strategies for recruitment. Some were doing phone interviews, some were doing online assessments, some were doing both, like online assessment as initial stage and then phone interviews. and we were optimizing along the way. So putting interview questions together and then finding some challenges and language barrier with participants. So we had to change them and switch them up a bit to match the demographics that we are addressing. So that was all really good to be working with those two sectors and their expertise with the recruitment and the marketing process. We had challenges facing the women that we were recruiting. Some of them were receiving EI, and they were afraid that they will lose the EI when they start the program. So we had to get together and tackle that. Some needed daycare and child support to attend the program. Some had transportation issues. It was really good to tackle those barriers along the way as we together along the way and get each other's insight.
Okay, thank you very much for sharing that. Samantha, I'm going to come back to you. So you're an established female leader and business owner in the trades. So in addition, learning the importance of learning trades, what about the basic understanding of the business side of the trades?
Oh, that's kind of a tough one to answer kind of at this point. I don't want to overload people with too much, right? Right now, we just want them to learn the basic skill and get them boots on the ground and get them comfortable in their new environment and with their new skill set. And then kind of everything else will fall into place as time goes. Once they get onto the sites and they're working, then the other aspects of the industry will present themselves to the workers as they go. Does that make sense?
Oh, yes, it does. Okay. Most times people also just want to understand. So we're getting into this, and when do we understand the business side of it? But the answer you've provided is good. So Nemine, I would come back to you. Would you see Empower as a step forward in getting women introduced to meaningful careers in the trades, and the second step being the industry supporting them?
Yes, that's a very important question, Linda. EmpowHER is a very important initiative for promoting diversity and gender equality, as well as addressing labor shortages. Introducing these women to the trades is giving them the opportunity of their lifetime. We had one participant from Nigeria. She was talking about how working in the trades where she came from is not a woman's job. So it was she was talking about when she was a little girl, how she was telling her dad that she wants to be a builder like him when she grows up, and he was laughing and he was saying, no, you're gonna have a woman's job. So giving her that opportunity to join this program and fulfill her dream is a very big opportunity for her. It means a lot to her, and to see that happening and to see that important stage in her life, she's changing her life basically, is very good. So EmpowHER is going to be the first step for some of these women, but definitely not the last.
Awesome. Okay, thank you for that. And Carol, as an architect of the Empower program, so to speak, what will success look like for you?
Well, I think firstly, it will be every single woman in the program right now will be successful in graduating from the program. They will have their head held high, and they will be working in their career of choice. They'll always be part of the MCSC family. We're always there to support them long after they complete their training and go into employment. And our hope is that they will give back by becoming the mentors themselves, and they will come back to the second cohort and the third and the fourth and be there in the workplace as mentors to the new women coming in. Ultimately, we want to see 50% of women working in the construction sector.
Before we go, is there any final words or any extra thing that you would like to add or talk to about the Empower program?
Yeah, I think one of the things that I'd like to add is I had the pleasure of attending and talking to the women last Wednesday morning. And one of the things I noted as I stood there and watched the MCSC staff team, I looked around the room at the women and I looked at the MCSC staff team and I thought, wow, this staff team is representative of the cultures of the women in the classroom. And that's so important that those women can see themselves and they belong in construction because they're part of our team and part of our family. So it was something that it really touched me being there last week.
Awesome. Any other person want to share something? Just final words
for me. I would just like to thank everybody at EmpowHER for involving me, for getting me into this. I think it's fantastic what is being attempted to do, and I can see nothing but success coming from it. I also had the privilege and opportunity to speak to the group earlier this week. They are enthusiastic. They have drive. They want to be there and they want to succeed. And it's incredible to see the opportunity that they're getting and to see them running with it. So kudos to EmpowHER, because I honestly believe you are the change this industry needs. So thank you. Thank you very much.
That's great. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Namin. And thank you, Samantha, for telling us all about EmpowHER. And we'll look forward to sharing all the updates in the months ahead on MCSC's Builders. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you.
Well, that is about all the time we have today for MCSC's BuildHERS live stream, where we showcase remarkable women in construction who are building better lives for everyone. Again, I'm your host, Linda Ori. If you like MCSC's Builders, please subscribe or like us below. And don't forget to follow MCSC on social media. To learn more about MCSC and to view past live streams, please visit MCSC.com. That's MCSC.com. Thank you once again. Bye now.
Thank you for watching MCSC's Builders, where we showcase remarkable women in construction who are building better lives for everyone.